the Endoecological. The paper's title is Endoecological Ecolinguistics. This is a framework for analyzing the language ecology nexus, the relationship with the human beings and the environment. And the language plays the pivotal role in making the communication, and we need to understand about the nature very well. But much exploration is not done in this field so far. This is what what's the disintention of conducting this research paper. I would like to brief it about this paper and the intricate relationships between the human language, cognition, and the natural environment, emphasizing the embodied and embedded nature of ecological experience. And the framework of researchers can examine how language shapes and reflects ecological awareness and influencing human nature, interactions, and environmental decision making. So there are four major areas that I'm going to focus in this areas. One is linguistic constructions of nature. And the second one is linguistic constructions of nature. And the second one is ecological discourse and power dynamics. And the third one is language-based ecological interventions. And the fourth one is the embodied ecological experience. So these are the major areas that I'm going to discuss in these areas, and the possible conclusions and the findings will be enlisted. And the theories also brought. I have come across certain theories which are related to this topic, which will be making potential findings, so that it is a greater avenue will be opening for a greater research in this field. So first of all, I would like to say about the aspects of this endoecological ecolinguistics. Ecolinguistics first suggested that ecology as well as what is the language science. So language science is directly related to the ecology. So the ecosystem is to be studied very well. And endoecological ecolinguistics, their aspects are as following. And one is internalized ecology. It examines how ecological concepts and values are internalized and presented in human minds and language. Whereas what is it? Yes, I was just before mentioning about the cognitive ecolinguistics. This investigates how people think and conceptualize the natural world, and how language influences these cognitive process, in which what is the endoecology and endoecological ecolinguistics plays pivotal role. And whereas I was just before mentioning about the emotional connections with the ecolinguistics, whereas what is that this explores the emotional and the affective dimension of human relationships with the nature, and how language reflects and shapes the connections. Whereas what is that is the fourth one is embodied experience. This is also one of the findings that we come across in this research. It considers how human experience of the natural world are rooted in embodied perception and sensorimotor interactions. So with this, what is the aspects will be getting concluded, and I would like to proceed with the goals of this research. Some goals, as I have identified when I was going through with the certain journals and the papers or certain books related to ecolinguistics. The first goal is understanding ecological awareness. We have to spread awareness about the ecology and the language, the nexus, the relationship, or the connectedness that is to be spoken, and to gain insights into how people become aware of and understand ecological issues. And the next goal is promoting ecological literacy, to develop linguistic and cognitive tools that foster ecological literacy and sustainability. So sustainability is to foster, and this is also one of the major goals of this research. And the third one is fostering emotional connections with this ecolinguistics. To explore how language can facilitate emotional connections with nature and promote environmental stewardship. So these are the major goals of this work. And I would like to even speak about certain research questions and objectives. So how can endoecological principles inform ecolinguistics analysis and vice versa? What are the implications of interacting or integrating endoecology and ecolinguistics, or our understanding of the language ecology interface. How can this integrated framework be applied to promote ecological awareness, sustainability, and environmental responsibility? And whereas what is it is, I would like to come across a few objectives of this study, without which this presentation may not be a complete one. And I would like to comprehend these objectives in this regard, which I have noted down. One, to develop a framework for analyzing the language ecological interface, integrating principles from endoecology and ecolinguistics. And the second one is to examine the applications and implications of this framework of language education, environmental policy, and sustainability initiatives. And finally, to contribute to the ongoing development of ecolinguistics and endoecology, fostering a deeper understanding of the complex relationships between human language, culture, and the natural environment. So, if time permits, I would like to speak about the significance and scope of the study. May I proceed with? Yeah. So it has its own significance and scope of the study, which will be very much what is it is cardinal role. It plays cardinal role in this research work. And why? Addressing the first part of this is addressing a critical gap in the existing ecolinguistics research by integrating endoecological principles and offers a novel framework. It is a very new one, novel framework for analyzing the language ecology interface with the potential applications in language education, environmental policy, and sustainability initiatives. And it contributes to the ongoing development of ecolinguistics and endoecology, fostering a deep understanding of the complex relationships between human language, culture, and natural environments. Here comes to an end, and if you would like to proceed with, I can even speak a little more about this.
Yes, you still have around 4 or 5 more minutes. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So since this is the research paper, I have even prepared the literature review about this thing, and I'd like to narrate a brief about this literature review too. And the first one is it's quite relevant and committed to speak about the ecolinguistics and what's an overview of this thing. Ecolinguistics is an interdisciplinary field that explores the relationships between language, culture, and environments. When we open the books of STEM, which is published in 2015, and Merv Hassler and his books are also what is it is speaking about ecolinguistics and its relationships with environments and the human mind, cognitive development, and language connection. So interconnectedness is very much important factor that we have to discuss in this matter. So this field recognizes that the language plays a crucial role in shaping our perceptions and interactions with the natural world. And equally, this is across for various disciplines, including linguistics, education, ecology, anthropology, etc. Even what is it is this is what is it is an applied linguistics area. Therefore, what is it is we can integrate this with ELT, English language teaching, in major areas of the PG students or the master students of English. Whereas when we discuss this, what's it, endoecology, it has its own principles and applications. So these endoecology is a philosophical approach, the interconnectedness of human and natural systems. And we come across this in the book published by Nelson in 2008. And this perspective recognizes that humans are embedded with ecological systems and that our well-being is inextricably linked to the health. And this is also what is it is I have come across from the books of Massey, which is published in 2007. And whereas endoecology has been applied in various fields. So the application levels of this endoecology, that including ecology, conservation biology, and environmental philosophy. And this is also what is it is I have come across that in books from Matthews, which are published in 2005. And endoecology is again what is a fascinating area when we come across Walden is what is it is Henry David Thoreau's works, and he's the transcendentalist who was living what is in the later part of 19th century. It was the transcendentalist. Of course, what is it is living in the woods of Walden, and then where he was what is it is spending almost 2 years in the woods, where he was what is it? He was publishing, he was writing about the nature. He is closely connected with the nature, and he was writing about each movement of. It means what is it? The sign signified, and significant. So what is it? Is then what is it? He was even mentioning about. He was making his notice of each movement of a flower or a leaf, how the animals are very much connected with this. So this field has a wide range of scope for research work, as what is it is the entire I mean, what is it is the biosphere is connected with what is the ecosystem, ecology, where language blooms with what is it is so much of possibilities for human beings and their existence, and other what is the species of this environment. And whereas what is the language ecology interface, there will be existing research and gaps. Research on the language ecology interfaces has explored how languages shape our perceptions, where what is it is our cognitive, what is the spheres, cognitive faculty come into play, where what is the natural world, studies to examine the linguistic constructions of nature, ecological discourse analysis, and the role of language in shaping ecological awareness and behavior. Where what is it is this I have come across these all the things in the Bartlett's book of Bartlett, and this book was published in 2012. However, existing research has largely focused on the linguistic aspects of language ecology
Dr.
in the field.
SATHEESAN, you have only 1 minute left.
Okay. Yeah. With less attention paid to the endoecological dimensions of this relationship. And then what is it is we need to integrate ecolinguistics and endoecology. This is also a new perspective. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sathsan. Thank you. Your speech was excellent, honestly, and thank you for sharing your expertise with us. Honestly, me personally, I had almost no knowledge about ecolinguistics. Thank you very much. So
Thank you.
we open the way for you guys if you have any questions, if you wanna make any intervention, Dr. Sathsan also can answer immediately. You can get 2-3 minutes if you have any questions. If there anyone has any question, you can just open your mic and ask Dr. Sathsan.
So waiting for the questions.
Yeah, we wait a little bit. If there's no questions, you can ask him also later. I will just distribute the emails and send it to everyone. So if you
Yeah.
have anything, you can send him directly. And
Welcome. Welcome.
it's also a good opportunity to work together for those who are interested in linguistics. Okay,
Thank
if
you.
there is no more questions, we move to the next presentation by
Well,
Mr. or Dr. Amjad Bashar from Iraq. Amjad Bashar from Iraq. Amjad, are you online with us? The mic is yours, Amjad.
may I leave?
Yeah, you can leave. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Amjad, Amjad Bashar from Iraq. I don't see him online. So. Okay, then if Amjad is not here, we move to the next person from Hamza Kuda from the United States. Hamza, are you online with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. The mic is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just open.
Hamza, at the beginning, do you allow me to record?